Hello, Divine One. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for choosing to co-create here, now, today, because you are co-creating this message if you choose to focus on it. This message doesn't exist for you without your attention, your energy, your focus. So if you feel that it is for you, you can choose to shine your entire focus on it and make it as magical as it possibly can be for you at this time. And I'm hearing that this one, and I don't know what is going to come through, friends, that this one contains pockets of magic, whatever that means. I do know that if this message has found you, it is a beautiful confirmation visual from Source here. It is because you are opening the door to all the abundance that is for you. And it's not that it's going to suddenly all come in. There may be some time. Your presence, right? Your presence collapses time. So if you are fully present in every now, you won't really feel like you're being patient. Source just wanted me to say that. But yes, this energy of there's this beautiful abundance pushing behind a door and is waiting for you. It's coming for you. And I'm just hearing it's going to knock you off your feet. It's going to knock you off your feet because it is something that you cannot prepare for. It is something beyond what you imagined for yourself. So for some of you, I'm hearing opportunity. For some of you, I'm just hearing a big, major change, like maybe you are moving somewhere, going somewhere. But it doesn't matter how it is being presented to you. It is the portal through which you choose you in, I'm hearing like an infinite way. It's when you choose yourself in this way, there isn't any going back for you, but there really will be no going back for you, because I'm just hearing that whatever like you experience, whatever comes online as you are making this choice, as you are choosing you, whatever you experience in this is not to say that when you choose you in this way, that everything that you experience with this choice will be favorable, will be blissful. Maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it is necessary. All I know is it's not going to be like, once you've made the decision, once you've accepted this opportunity, once you've decided to choose your way and choose yourself in this way, or jump through this particular choice portal that Source and you designed to appear for you at this sort of time. And while this is timeless, I'm just hearing that within the next 2 weeks, you will be experiencing more and more synchronicities, more and more magic, more and more miracles. And should you choose to truly accept all the magic and miracles and abundance that is being gifted to you in the now, and you choose to surrender and you choose to trust, because here's the thing, friends, with whatever this thing is that is going to present itself to you, make itself known to you, and I'm just hearing it's going to be something that you can't prepare for. So I don't know what it's going to be, and Source doesn't want you to know either. Not that we can ever truly know the future, but sometimes we can have an idea. Here, they're wanting you blind trust, blind faith, holding the pose. This is what you need to anchor into. This is why Source wants you to receive this message now, before it happens, before whatever this thing is happens. I'm just hearing, yes, when you jump through this portal, you will be, it's like choosing you more will become more and more easy. I don't know what this thing is, but it's like you anchor into a truth that maybe you've been running from for a long time, hiding from, maybe you've forgotten about entirely, but something, what I'm seeing now is just a light going on in, I want to say, like the heart chakra as well as the solar plexus. Actually, I'm seeing all the chakras sort of light up, like you are truly coming into emotional balance. I'm also hearing emotional stability, and it's because of all that you have been doing. It's because of the ways that you have been choosing you for because of all the ways that you have been choosing you. My ears are sort of like tickling on both sides, and I'm now having ringing, and I'm hearing that, okay, the last 6 months to a year may have been really, really difficult for you. You may have been experiencing lots of changes, lots of ego death, but also like uncomfortability in your 3D world. A lot of stuff coming to the surface for alchemy, for forgetting, for moving beyond, because you are beyond all that you were and all that you thought you were and all that you thought you wanted. You are so beyond all of it. And you don't get to know all of it now. And that is perfectly okay, because you just need to trust you in the now, which you can do always. There is nothing else that needs to feel good except for you. You happy that you painted the painting, you happy that you had the conversation, you feeling even, how do I say this? You feeling happy that you had a difficult conversation. So it's not even so much about just doing things that make you happy and things that make you feel good. It's like doing things that are just for you, feel good, even if there is some discomfort in the initial sort of experience. There is no other way. This is why when you don't choose you, it feels even more uncomfortable than it did before. Your abundance, your divine compensation is amplified at this time. It's magnified, and it's all for you. It's all for you to remember more and more of who you are and what you came here for. And this choice portal, the best way that I can describe whatever they're showing me, is it's also an activation. I'm hearing it's an activation, and it is, I want to say, the wormhole that takes you to. And they're literally leaving it blank. What I'm seeing in my mind's eyes, like snakes and ladders, except I see you going up the ladder and then the rest of the board disappearing. Like there's a blank space you cannot know. Source doesn't want you to know, because you will limit it. And Source is, I'm hearing a chuckle and I'm getting chills. It's almost like a giggle. Source is having a little bit of a giggle at you, because if this message resonates with you, and you will feel that my messages are not necessarily going to make sense to your logical mind. They are speaking to the truth of you. They are here to remind you of the truth of you, and you will feel the resonance, or you won't, and then it's not for you. And that's okay. You get to choose what is for you. But if you, and I know you will feel the resonance of this message, if you feel that this is for you, own it. Own it, allow it, embrace it, embody it, be it. Regardless of what the cards bring out, regardless of what happens, embody this always. This trust, this knowing, 0808, right? Because in your trust, in your knowing, in your blind faith, all the abundance that is for you can find you. It can't find you when you're off searching for it, right? When you are looking or thinking or trying to figure out where it's coming from, you are elsewhere. You are not here now. So it cannot find you here now. You are looking for it somewhere, planning, plotting, scheming, even manifesting. And there's nothing wrong with manifesting, friends. There's nothing wrong with it. But here, you cannot even know what this is, so you cannot manifest it. And I'm getting chills there. So it's really, this is something uniquely designed just for you. And you will know it is for you. You will feel the resonance. You do not, okay, something else. And I'm very glad that they are bringing this through, because it came through for me and it came through for you. And I forgot, well, not I forgot, but I couldn't recall it before recording 911 as this is coming through. And I know that if it is for you, they will bring it through once I've hit record. And here it is. Here it is, friends. You are beyond. You're beyond what others think about you. You are beyond what others say about you. You're beyond being anything for anybody other than you. It's not that you don't care, it's that you are beyond caring, because it does not concern you, it does not affect you, it is not for you. If it chooses not to be for you, you allow it to be. So here I'm seeing like a disconnect from the mothership a little bit. Like I'm seeing an astronaut touched a spaceship in the line kind of being cut, but the astronaut is happy and he's sort of flying back, and it's you going off on an adventure, but you can't know what it is because it is beyond what the now you can comprehend, believe, imagine, see, even embody, right? It's beyond. This is something that you and Source designed just for you prior to you coming here. When you were at a certain frequency, when you were at a certain juncture, something would be presented to you, an opportunity would be made known to you, and you don't get to know what it is. Okay, if this resonates with you, my name is Angela, and I channel Source Consciousness daily through for you guys. And I never know what's going to come through. But if this message has found you, you are on it's not an upward trajectory. It's like you're going to a bonus level, 114. You're going to the bonus level of this human experience, but you don't get to know how you get to go there, and you don't get to know what you have to do to arrive there. You just get to know that all you have to do is trust and have blind faith in everything and hold the pose. And if you do that, you will receive. But obviously, when you're holding the pose, it's alchemy, it's breathwork. Think yoga. When you are holding like Bikram yoga, the poses can be quite long, especially in the first round. I think it's like a minute. Some places do a minute and a half, but it can be quite intense. And all you have is your breath, right? Your breath. You breathe through it, you breathe through it, you breathe through it. You hold the pose and you breathe through it. And whatever arises within you, you allow it to fall away. You allow it to fall away, and you clear the mind, and you commit to that moment, that pose, even in its uncomfortability. And you find the bliss in the uncomfortability. You find your space in the pose, and you hold it, and you breathe. And the more and more you just allow yourself to be in this pose, 1, 2, 3, 4, to be in this way, even if it is new, you embody, you anchor the light. Whatever is coming up, you're alchemizing. When you truly allow yourself to experience bliss always, it means that your alchemy is awake. It's at play, and you're using it in your unique way. I'm just hearing in my mind's eye that like you are really right where you designed yourself to be at this time. Okay, let's take out the cards. Anchoring yourself in this beautiful now with your breath, breathing in through your nose to capacity. Holding for a moment or two at your heart space, at the source of you, at the truth of you, before fully surrendering on each exhale. Opening to receive on each inhale, softening to surrender on each exhale. Okay, I'm being told to look at the card that fell under the couch. 3 of Wands, really a journey. You're about to embark on a journey. 144 as that came through. So this collective energy. Sorry, friends, I have no idea where this card went, but I'm so certain I heard 1-4. Did I imagine it? Just a moment. No, I must have imagined it. Sorry about that. Okay. So something. Okay. So the last 6 months to a year have been really, really tough for you. Been really, really tough for you. You've had to face your inner demons, your outside demons, pretty much everything. It's almost been hell on earth in many ways. It's been beautiful because of all that you have discovered about yourself and all that you know to be true about you. 1444, and this is very much a collective energy. Like so much has come up for release, for so much density is leaving you. So all of this that you have been experiencing, is there not, if you look at your life right now, take a moment, is there not a lot more space? Is there not a lot more space, or is it not a lot more space about to become made? I'm seeing an empty house. I'm seeing stuff being shifted around. I'm seeing that it has taken place over time, and that now there is space. But it's almost like you maybe weren't aware. Maybe you hadn't really taken stock of everything. Maybe you hadn't really looked at your life and gone, okay, actually there's a lot more space for me to play with here. So whatever you have been experiencing the last 6 months to a year has been creating the space required for whatever this beautiful choice portal that is going to be presenting itself to you. Yeah, whenever that will be, space needed to be made first. So very much confirmed with this Three of Wands. There is a journey, something that you are embarking on, something that you get to choose to do, to go on, to experience. And it is different from all that you have previously allowed yourself to experience. This is kind of what I'm feeling, is where it's kind of, I'm getting like a spring break, the American term, like kind of like a little bit of your wild child coming out. Like, I'm done. Okay, let me just take this card and then put the deck down. So stop speaking to me. Yeah, I'm done. You're done hiding. You're coming out of the shadows and you're ready. You're ready to take a step. You're ready to take a stance. It's so beautiful. We have the Knight of Wands and the Magician. Okay, so you really are stepping into your role as a reality creator and your role as the light warrior that you are currently being called to be, right? This warrior archetype is not forever, but it has arisen at this time for a reason, for a purpose, for you to surpass your wildest expectations, your wildest dreams. This is why they want you to know nothing about what is coming, because you still, in order to be, the now you is not worthy of it. Okay, sit with that for a moment. Sit with that for a moment. See what arises when you hear those words. The now you is not worthy. Does it stir some stuff up? Does it trigger you? Does it make your ego go, what do you mean I'm not worthy? Why? You are worthy. You, of course you are worthy. But the now you still needs to choose you in a few more ways to be fully worthy of that abundance. It's like, imagine a doctor. Like, imagine having a surgeon that had never trained for surgery. He might be a doctor, but he's never trained for surgery. You wouldn't know what he's doing. So there is still like one or two more levels, or not even levels, but things that you need to do, ways that you need to choose for you to remember more and more of your truth, so that when this opportunity presents itself to you, you will be ready to choose you. The future now, you will be ready to choose you or them in the exact perfect, divinely aligned, divinely timed way. So there's a little bit that the now you still has to, it's not about achieving, it's not about doing, it's not even about proving that you're worthy. You are worthy. This is why Source wants you to know that this is coming in for you. Source also wants you to be prepared for it, because when it arrives, there may be some moments where it is not favorable, and you may find yourself going, is this really everything that I thought it was? Is this? You may go into some old doubtful paradigms, and this is why Source wants you to anchor in, and this is why you are experiencing whatever you are experiencing now. It is to assist you. I'm really being called to like the light, the smoke around him, right? That's coming from here. It is the infinity, right? I don't think I've ever noticed that with this card, but it is. You can see the bottom part there, and it sort of goes like that. It's quite difficult to see even even on the card, but the infinity is actually coming from his hand, right? It's actually coming from his hand. You are everything. You are the alchemist. You are the magician. You are the creator of your reality. And you are done hiding. And here's the thing, friends. With this little, I want to say PS from Source, we have the Eight of Swords, which is this card comes up for this collective a lot, especially in, well, not in this energy. This is very similar to the energy it's been coming up in a lot. And I said that was coming through at 222, where you've shifted it, right? I feel like this was an hourglass of this. Okay, I like this imagery because it kind of goes with the infinity symbol. If the infinity symbol was a hourglass, like an egg timer, but it had to be one way for it to flow. It's like when you were feeling trapped or allowing yourself to feel trapped and stuck and worrying and playing in every 4D paradigm, every shadow work paradigm, every something is wrong with me, so there's something I need to fix, there's something I need to do. 911. These paradigms, how do I free myself? How do I get out? What do I do? What do I do? Why am I not worthy? Why aren't they choosing me? Why didn't that work out? What do I need to do now? You know, we could go on for a very, 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 very long time, because we can go on for a very, 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 very long time in our minds. So you have turned that paradigm upside down. And what that has done, it's like it's allowed the egg timer to start, not timing, but for the infinity, for the flow to be passing through and through the shape, but it is now passing through you. It's like you have stepped in, right? The blockage was here. The blockage was within your receiving mode, within your worthiness, and you have alchemized that, something, or just about to, but something is truly shifting, and you've turned everything upside down, and now you are going with the flow, and the flow is going with you, and there is just this playful allowance, and this is magical. And it's easy to believe that everything is perfect when we are feeling so connected, right? When we are feeling that we have turned everything upside down. Source just wants to remind you that you need to, this is something that you can experience always, even when things don't feel, or you don't feel as connected, and things don't feel as good or as blissful or as magical. You are here to bring in the new earth by alchemizing duality in many ways. Right? You are here to experience duality, to alchemize it. You initially were here to experience duality, to wake up to the truth of you, right? That you are everything, that you are one and all is one in you. And we are all of one frequency. So you experience duality to wake up to the truth, and now living the human experience is a dual, it's duality. So it's not going to go away, but you get to play with duality in a whole new way. And this is what I'm feeling you guys have really woken up to, or if the message has found you and you've made it this far, this is something that you've really woken up to. You've been doing more and more. You've been really taking stock. I'm feeling here with the Six of Swords, taking stock of all that you choose to be you, and all that you choose for you. Being told to pull a clarifier here. Okay, bottom card, the world. Okay, and I'm going to shuffle. Ace of Cups and the world. Yeah, so what is awakening within you at this time is everything. It's all that you are. It's and more. And you don't get to know all of it. You just get to feel. You just get to feel and trust and know. And it really is, friends, it really is just about trusting and knowing and allowing, and not concerning yourself with the how or the why or the when. And knowing that when something comes up in your reality, and it is, unfavorable, to see, to look what it is stirring within you, to set your alchemy free. Because it is through your alchemy that you liberate yourself, liberate the world, bring in new earth, and anchor in your truth. Your authenticity at this time is the beacon you get to be for those that are for you, to find you. If you are searching for love, if you're searching for friendship, if you're searching for companionship, if you're searching for a business partner, whatever you are searching for, they can only find you if you are the authentic you that they are seeking. If you are not, they will be seeking, but they will not find you because you are not there. You're not of the same frequency as them at that point. So authenticity is your only currency. And if you have dreams and desires, they can only come in for you fully when you are your authentic self. Being told to take a card here from this animal spirit deck. Let's see what wants to come through. The panther. Anything else? The sea serpent. And the owl. I'm really being called to read the sea serpent here. The panther for me and the owl, it's like you have really, you've wisened up, but it's not really that you've wisened up with logic or understanding. It's more that you've tapped into the trust and the knowing, right? And you've like wisened up to the truth. You've wisened up to, interesting. You've wisened up to you. What I'm seeing is somebody standing and staring at their reflection, and they're smiling. Initially, they weren't. Initially, there was a bit of vacancy, a bit of confusion, a bit of, I don't know, something, discontentment. And I kind of see them studying their reflection, and then I don't know what happens internally, but what you see in the expression is just pure magic. It's pure, like pure symmetry is what they're giving me here. Like you're accepting all the parts of yourself. And this is what you are called to do, right? To accept all the past now to use and use the parts of them that are for you, and to just allow the parts of them that are not for you to simply be. You may be beyond all the past now used. You may be at a point where you have never been before. That's what I'm feeling here with the sea serpent. Like you've stepped out of the storm, you've stepped out of the chaos, and you've come to your center point, and you are now like really creating. And with the rise of the warrior within you, the light warrior within you, it's not that you're vicious, it's not that you're fighting, it's just that your frequency has those that are not for you scattering, and like they can't stand your light at this time. They can't stand your light. I'm really being called to his eyes, right? They can't stand your light. It's too bright. So be prepared for that which is not for you to fully fall away, and allow and for a moment I thought I opened on there, but I opened on the dragon. But this is also kind of what I feel, just before the sea serpent, just after the sea serpent. The dragon is this rise, right? This kundalini rising, as well as the rising of the divine feminine, the rise of the creator. Okay, healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in, sorry, this page is sticking. In a gesture of protection, she supports us as we learn to express our express our true natures. Perhaps one of you wants to make a cup of tea. The sea serpent and the second chakra. The subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the Swadhisthana chakra, I hope I pronounced that correctly, located deep within the pelvic bowl. This chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire and is associated with the water element. This translates into her above abode, indicating this chakra is the home of the divine mother or the kundalini itself. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through for you guys. The Three of Cups. So very much community coming in. And I'm going to pull one alchemy card unless more come out on this. Actually, I'm not going to pull it on the Eight of Swords. I'm going to pull it on the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to pull it on you anchoring in to your truth. What is going to be required of you in this time, right? Because when you're anchoring in and you're holding the pose, that is when so much comes up for alchemy. And it's like the alchemy that occurs then is magnified and amplified. Yellowing. Okay, Xanthos. 14. Let's see. Okay, yellowing. Aging, transitioning, warning, indicating transition. The yellowing leads us to the next phase of our alchemical work. Envision the yellowing as pages of a beloved novel or the orca blankets of leaves in fall. The color seeps out to signify the beginning of the end, a return to zero. Even a deep bruise finds a yellow tint as it reaches its final phases of healing. In contrast, yellow can be the marker of long-awaited growth, as seen in the first rays of the sun and the cheer of Forsythia in February. Whatever its message, yellowing tells the truth. It leads us forward like the vibrant canary in the mine, warning of what's to come. Take heed. The transition is here, whether by yoke or bow. How to respond is up to you. It's likely you already know. Yellowing rides a fine line. In art, the color is often interrupted as cheeriness covering turmoil, as seen in the late paintings of Van Gogh. Yeah, apparently yellow is not really a happy color. Something I saw in a baby book, many baby books, that do not paint your room yellow. Apparently there's an undertone of sorrow, and here we go. Imagine a rainbow with no yellow. The colors remain static, disconnected. The gift of yellow is the bridging of all phases, the full expression of life spectrum. You are really, really here at a pinnacle point of like connecting the bridge and getting to not just connect the bridge and build a bridge, but then stand on the bridge and witness. And it's like, I'm also hearing like the bridge, it's like you're building a prism, not a prison, a prism, like a prison, like a bridge that's made of like prism, like a rainbow lights glittering. Like I just see whatever connections you make in the next, say, just what are they giving me? Okay, I'm getting confirmation on like the next month and a half, which kind of makes sense timing cosmically with Lionsgate portal. And I found personally that a lot of stuff actually seems to only really come in September, as this is timeless, the next month and a half, because of you knowing that you can slow it down by trying to figure it out, by playing in the mind, as opposed to gifting yourself your presence, right? Your presence is the gift that you gift yourself, because it collapses time, it brings in magic, it brings in the abundance that is right there knocking at your door, but it makes it come in faster. So when I say that your presence is the gift that you gift yourself, or present that you gift yourself, whatever words resonate, it really, really is. And it's gifting yourself something that you cannot even see. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, friends, I've been told to stop there. Have a beautiful, magical night. Thank you for co-creating this video with me. And thank you for anchoring the light in all that you are doing for you and for me, because what you do for you, you do for everyone. Have a beautiful, magical now. Bye-bye.